For me, what's so special about Shetland is its people. I'm on my way to Shetland's second largest island, Yell, and specifically North Yell, a place of wild coasts and remote beauty, but also some remarkable women. A director of the North Yell Development Council and health visitor, Alice Jamieson, has a busy life. So, Alice, are you a proper Yell girl?
Yeah, I've lived in Yell since I was born. I did move away for a while. I joined the military and was with them for 11 years, but always kenned I was going to come back home.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I loved my childhood, and so when I fell pregnant with my pretty boy, I knew then I was, well, I would raise him nowhere else.
But there was nowhere quite like Yell?
No.
What would you say is so special about it?
It's the community. Like, it's friendly and it's lovely and safe.
One of the things that I love about Shetland, one of the many things I love about Shetland, is the Upheliars. You know, these amazing fire festivals. Is there one on Yell?
There is, yeah. We have our own, Cullivo Upheliar, and I actually happened to be the Jarl.
You were the head. You were the
Jarl.
head Viking.
Yeah, absolutely honoured to be asked, and have had the best winter of my life. It's such a strong community. You know, everybody gets stuck in with things. We don't have like a cinema or a bowling alley or things like that, but we're always doing stuff. Not even a stone's throw away is a business that takes pride in being the northernmost art gallery in Britain, set up in 2012 by Shona Skinner.
Hello,
Hi,
Shona.
how are you?
I'm really
Good
well.
to
How
see
are
you again. Really well.
Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm in Bond Street. What an incredible space this is. You would have no idea from the outside, would you?
Exactly.
And suddenly you walk into this amazing space. So are all your artists local? Are they all from Shetland?
So a lot of them are local artists. Some of them have just got very strong Shetland connections.
Right.
But somebody like Gail Harvey, she's got her studio down south of Bigton.
Okay.
So she's very much a local artist. Quite unusual for us. She's an abstract painter. But she just captures the Shetland light. It's extraordinary.
That's what I was going to say. As soon as I saw that, I thought she has to be from Shetland.
One of my favourite things about owning the gallery is going to meet the artists and getting to see in the studios.
And do you find that when you see where someone works, you see the kind of genesis of the paintings that they create?
Oh, absolutely. So Peter predominantly works in watercolour. We were delighted for him last year when he was made an RSW, huge honour.
I can see why.
I was across visiting him in his studio. He's got this beautiful setup, and the big painting in the middle is pretty much looking out from one of his studio windows.
Sketching mainly in charcoal and painting in watercolour, Peter Davies has built an international reputation. His art clearly inspired by the place he lives. So Peter, these paintings, for me, and I am no artist, but these just shout Shetland to me.
Thank you.
Are you a Shetlander?
No, I originally a Tyneside.
Actually, I'm hearing it now.
Yeah, I can be as broad as you like, but I've been up in Shetland for 34 years.
Okay.
Where I am now in Silwick.
So that's the west side of the main island, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the west side. I now get the full force of the sea, you know, incredible, and which is the inspiration for that painting there. I need a good storm. Yeah. You can't paint these pictures without being in a good storm.
Yeah.
You know, there's a bit of realism and a bit of abstraction, and it sort of goes between the two.
But don't you find that sometimes when you're looking at a Shetland landscape, it is an abstract because the light changes so much?
It's the light, but it's also the shapes, because without these awkward things called trees, you see a clean landscape. It's almost stripped down to its elements. Yeah. You know, you get that smooth edge.
Yeah.
And the edge is the most important thing for me in this work.
Were you sceptical that the Shetland Gallery could work in North Yell?
There's nothing that's been dedicated to Shetland art That's never been there. There's, you know, and the Shetland Gallery is just providing that opportunity. It's a great venue, and long may it continue.
Shona is also an accomplished artist herself, so why did she want to set up and run a gallery as well?
We just wanted to give something to the community and be more attractive for tourists coming through.
Yeah.
Make people stop and yell, which I think we've succeeded in doing now, which is really, really exciting.
It's lovely to provide something for local artists, but could you make something as kind of brave an idea as this work? I mean, it'd be hard to make it work in London, let alone here.
I think we possibly see more people in the gallery here than some London galleries.
Really?
So during the tourist season, we'll see about 2,000 visitors. Our typical client comes into the gallery, they've fallen in love with Shetland, and they want that representational thing to wake up to in the morning to remind them of their time here. We wanted to showcase the top-end Shetland arts and high-end crafts because there's nothing else like it here.
Yeah.
And a lot of people come into the gallery and say, why aren't we seeing something like this on mainland Shetland? I said, because you have to come to Yell.
Thanks to the energy and entrepreneurial spirit of people like Shona, people are now visiting the gallery and North Yell in their thousands every year. It's the sort of enterprise that's being actively encouraged by the North Yell Development Council.
I've been through Yell a lot and spent a little bit of time here, but it's got this development council, and I don't really know what a development council does.
This development council was developed to grow and promote the North of Yell.
So it's really the People's Committee genuinely making things work for the people of this community.
Yeah.
What has this council achieved in the area?
The biggest project is the wind farm that was developed. So that was completed in 2017.
And that was a community wind farm?
Yeah, it's the North Yell People's Wind Farm.
Wow. So now the wind farm is up and running. Is that generating power for North Yell?
It doesn't generate power directly, but it generates funds, which are incredibly helpful.
That's really clever. So essentially, it's your kind of bank account. And so that money is used for what?
For growing North Yell, for growing industry and allowing things to happen, supporting people. We've recently been able to purchase a house in North Yell, and then via an outside company it's rented out.
But it's rented out as a home rather than a holiday let?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did I hear this right? Did you also build a marina?
Well, we've got a strong aquacultural industry in the North of Yell, so being able to build that area and that industrial part was really important for, again, helping grow businesses and things in the North of Yell.
So it was really practical infrastructure.
Yeah. We also have our Sail Yell committee. And we use this opportunity to raise money so that we can send 15 to 25-year-olds on the tall ship races and things like that each year. We had recently the sailing competition, which was an opportunity to raise money and have a day out with the family or a weekend out with the family. But obviously these events can't happen without funding, and so that's NYDC were able to help contribute towards that.
So it's like if I was sort of picturing a wheel almost, NYDC is right in the middle of that wheel, and then it sends out all these wonderful spokes that allow things to happen.
Absolutely, yeah. That is what I love about North Yell, is that people will say, oh, you can't do that, that's way too big, and we go, watch us.
The go-getting, can-do attitude of people like Alice and Shona is deeply inspiring, and it's so impressive to see how this small island has such big ambitions to make life better for the whole community.